Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, we're just gonna wait a few moments and do a sound check, and then I'm waiting for
what's up, everybody?
Tubby Tubbs to get on so we can do something special for him.
Hey, we're just gonna wait a few moments and do a sound check.
Woo! It's gonna be hard to keep up with chat. Who wants to be in charge of that? Hey, RJ, SDS just said you didn't show your scorecard, so can you please type in what place you were in? Obviously, you can't post your... Hang on. I'm getting a phone call. No, that wasn't RJ calling. Alright, so let's do a sound check. Is it okay? Can you guys hear okay? Is it glitchy at all? Alright, RJ, 35th place. I predict that you're going to end up in 38th. So don't worry one more second about it. Let me go ahead and switch over to the game here. Yes, it's perfect sound now, but just wait to see what happens the first time I try to play someone. It's going to start going, and I'll have to kill the music. Alright, where's Tubby? There you are. Alright, so the first thing I'd like to do is play a song by Tubby. So let me switch over to it. Man, this almost sounds like you, Tubbs.
Hi, this is Emily and Daddy.
That's right, on the Shack and Tubbs show. And today, we're going to show you a bunch of fish catches.
Yep-a-doodle.
Alright, this is called Fish Catch, compilation and Tubby Raps.
Hey y'all, we back again. It's Shack and Tubbs. We want to show our friends what we like to do and bring begins. We take a rod and a reel, and then we start walking through the field. We make our way to the pond. You know we've been here from dusk till dawn. Now I love the fish.
I don't even know what kind of fish it is.
Might get drunk off his ass, but you know what's up. And while we here, we can catch fish and drink over.
Alright, while he's singing, take a look at the clubs.
Hey y'all, we back again. It's Shack and Tubbs. We want to show our friends what we like to do and bring begins. We take a rod and a reel, and then we start walking through the field. We make our way to Hey y'all, we back again. It's Shack and Tubbs. We want to show our friends what we like to do when spring begins. We take a rod and a reel, and then we start walking through the field. We make our way to the pond. You know we've been here from dusk till dawn. Now I love a fish, I love a bass, but you know Jack might get drunk off his ass. But you know what's up, and while we here, we here to catch fish and drink over, drink.
Oh, get out of them limbs. Ooh, little guy.
Okay, if you can
There
see
he is,
this, he's catching a fish.
Dude. They call me Big Bass Tubbs.
My homeboy Caden is Dawson. My homeboy Caden is Dawson. My homeboy Caden is Dawson. My homeboy Caden is Dawson.
I mean, look at that.
My homeboy Caden is about to say he's about to show you what's up every day. How he beatbox, you know what's up. He hits that box and you go like this. Get that what's up, that's how we roll that. When we go to your fishing hole, we catch your fish up in your pond. We take them home and put them in our bellies. My homeboy Caden is Dawson.
I just can't turn it off, man. Give it a minute.
My homeboy Caden is Dawson. My homeboy Caden is Dawson.
Daddy, oh my gosh!
My homeboy Caden is about to say he's about to show you what's up every day. How he beatbox, you know what's up. He hits that box and you go like this. Yeah, that's what's up. That's how he wrote. That's when we go to your fishing hole. We catch your fish up in your pond. We take them home and put them in our bellies.
RJ, I hope you're paying attention to the screen, Caddy.
Man, get out my way, watch out as I come through, I come through. Man, get out my way, watch out as I come through, I come through. Man, get out my way, watch out as I come through, I come through. Man, get out my way, watch out as I come through. I'm catching 5 fish while you catch 2. I bring the banker, what you gon' do?
Weeton!
Clean out your locker.
I'll get to you in a minute, Joko.
You can't take the pressure, might as well. So big, you just can't hang. My 5 fish, put your 2 fish to shake. So you know what's up, get off the way. You can't hang for goodness sake. Wait, man, get out my way, watch out as I come through. I'm catching 5 fish while you catch 2. I bring the banker, what you gon' do? Man, just got your shoes. So clean out your locker. I'm not to get you, so my fish is bigger.
Alright, guys. That is Fish Catch compilation by Tubby Raps. It's on the Tubby Butt Fishing channel. I would like to see this go to 1,000 views by 8 a.m. tomorrow. Please help the guy out. He's an awesome, awesome fisherman. And he can sing too. Alright. Alright, RJ. I'm going to see if I can give you a call. I'm going to turn the sound down on my other phone. RJ. There you are. No, that's a group call. Don't want to do that. I guess that'd be pretty cool if I put the entire mod squad on the phone. We can do that one night. RJ. Hello. There it is.
Hello?
What's up, RJ?
What's going on?
Hey, do I have permission to use your voice on a YouTube live stream?
Sure, just with a small fee of $432 per minute.
Per minute?
75 cents each additional minute.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you could do me a favor, since I'm going to have you on the phone, every now and then, just listen in, make sure that the sound is okay on the iPad.
I'll try, but I figured you probably... I just muted my...
Oh, well, I'm
screen.
just saying, look down at chat, and if they say, oh my God, what happened to the sound? You know, just give me a heads up.
Okay, I'll definitely... I got my eye on the chat.
Okay. Can somebody in chat say, I can hear okay?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. I'm just wondering if anyone in chat might speak up and say, I'll need more volume on RJ.
Yeah, I have no idea how you're even doing this. Otherwise, I would have people on my stream. You'll have to teach me, man.
All right, how's that? I just put the speaker a little
sound
closer.
better, guys?
Yeah,
Tennessee
RJ.
Matt hears me good. Aaron says more volume. Okay, RJ. Tim Granville says RJ is low. Why not just Skype? He's on a cell phone. I don't know.
Yeah, I can read fine.
Science.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out.
Volume on RJ would be good. Do you have a way of increasing my volume or no? Are you like holding one phone to another?
I'm holding the phone up to the iPad, but the problem is you know, once I start, I need to like lay you down. So that's why I'm saying turn your phone up a little bit more because you're on a speaker that can really jam. I mean, obviously you guys heard how loud the speaker gets.
Wait a minute. You know what? I have a headset. I might come through a little clearer on. Let me plug it in real quick, and hopefully the people in the chat will let me know. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, Steven, I keep thinking about trying the Facebook Messenger. We'll see.
Was it better before, or is it better now, according to people in the chat? Because now I don't know, just whenever I talk on the phone for long periods of time, you know, sometimes people have trouble hearing me. So let's
Well, I'll tell you what.
see.
Just do your
What's the chat saying?
Wolfman impression. Scream it. Yeah, Steve.
What's up, everybody?
Nope, everyone's saying it's the same, still low. Well, am I at least audible, or is this going to just make for a bad stream, guys? Like, is it okay? Imran says he can clearly hear me, but a lot of people are saying it's okay if I'm low. I don't want to be as loud as the host. I just need you guys to be able to hear me. Otherwise, you guys will just hear a one-sided conversation when James asks me something.
Yeah.
All right, Hal says we could hear you.
Okay.
Aaron, be optimistic. No pessimism. Better without the headset. It's fine. We good. All right, let's just go forward.
Okay. All right. So.
Hear. Okay, you hear me. Sweet. So I'll let you know if the chat starts saying otherwise.
Yeah.
But can I open up just by saying something, man?
Yeah, you go ahead, and then I'll give
Was
my
that
little opener.
really? All right. Was that really Tubby?
It sounds just like Tubby to me, but you know he has some special effects going on there. Maybe Tubby can tell you how he does it in the chat. But yeah, that was Tubbs.
That was awesome. Ryan saying he hears crackling, but he's the only person to say it so far. So I'll let you know if anyone else agrees or disagrees with that. But yeah, man, I was sitting here bouncing back and forth in front of my laptop. My son's laughing at me. Is that your own beat, Tennessee Matt? Because I would love permission to play that on my on mine as well. I'll put the description in the link. The link in the description, not the description in the link.
Yeah, well, just know, guys, up front, the crackling is probably my connection. I'm looking at the bars go down as I speak. I'm in the beautiful downtown of LaGrange, Georgia, and I had full bars all the way across at about 5 o'clock, and now I'm looking at it go down to 1 or 2 bars. So I do apologize if the sound starts to get bad. You got 2 options: put up with it or turn the volume down.
Wow. Unfortunately, people are saying I sound better than you.
You're a lot closer to the speaker. I don't keep the the iPad up to my nose. So
maybe we should say like over or something every time we stop, because maybe the mic concentrates on me.
No, it's no big deal. All right, so this is my little opener. First of all, I want to lower your expectations. I'll show you what I'm. No, the reason I say that is because of how I've been playing, not because of how well I can play. I'd like to say I've struggled in the last day. I was fine on the opening round with maybe 2 mistakes per round. And when I say mistakes, that means if I don't get 26 under or lower, then it's a mistake. Just like you said, it's the, I always say the steady Eddie score is 26 under. Then Joseph started talking about his 27 under, and I started to, it really got in my head. No offense, Joe, Will Wheaton. But I've started making 3 to 4 mistakes now. So as long as I'm 23, 24 under, I'm not going to be proud or happy. But at the same time, I know I could do better. And, you know, watching you do it live, RJ, and that's another reason why I'm lowering the expectations, is because when you do it live, you're either going to play really, really well, or you're going to start screwing it up. Okay, ATMI will do my best.
You know, the last, I'm sure you'll do good. The last time I said, what was it, like minus 24 bust on the last tournament, or the tournament before.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was able to live up to that, and I wasn't able to live up to it this time. But for those of you, I'm sorry that I got off so quickly without showing the scorecard. If you didn't see, I typed it in the chat. I did finish in 35th place with only 20 people to go. So as long as only 15 people pass me out of the 20, I will be in 50th place and move on. So I'm feeling actually pretty optimistic about making it to the weekend.
Yeah, and I usually experience this. I'll do well on the opener. I'll crash and burn on the opener. and then on the weekend I just somehow pull it out and I start my eagles and albatross start falling. So I'm pretty sure that you're going to be 26 under or 27 under on the weekend, and that's how I feel I'll be. So that's why, again, reason number 14 why I'm lowering your expectations. Don't expect the world, but at the same time, I should play well. Wellish.
I have faith in you, and I think everyone in the chat has faith in you.
All right.
And I just wanted to let you know, if you didn't see the chat, we got my boy IndyMan54 said, "Hi all, new subscriber to this channel."
All right, man, I appreciate it.
So
yeah, if you see anything like that, speak up.
He came to my stream, and now he's here with you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, I think in the last week I've gone from 25 subscribers up to about 100 now. So I wouldn't have 3 subscribers without RJ. And
that's not true.
Actually, I'd have 0 because for the last couple of months I would have loved to have started streaming, but I really didn't have the, I don't know, what the chutzpah to go ahead and get it started. But then over at the Mod Squad, I kept getting needled to do it. And then H went and started doing it. That was the last straw there. When H started doing it, I was on. So thank you, H.
H has been doing it, though. H was doing it before the Mod Squad. I didn't want to invite H to the Mod Squad.
Well, I didn't know that.
I was afraid he wouldn't want to be a mod because he had his own channel. And I tell him many times, I'm like, dude, it was unanimous. Everyone in the Mod Squad wanted you here. I wanted H here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I didn't want H as a mod. But I was just thinking, is it okay to ask someone who has a YouTube channel? I didn't want him to, look at it as, hey, come mod for me, or whatever. But
right. Okay, we're
blessed to have him. We're blessed to have each and every mod that we have.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Like I said, I saw H. For me, I saw H starting. Maybe it was because he was developing the way he was doing it. Maybe he saw Steve Macaroni do it over in England and said he was going to up his game. So that's when I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. All right, but I'm not up to the camera level and all the studio equipment. I just want to be able to play the game and let you guys watch. Don't look at me. Don't look at the guy behind the curtain. Just enjoy the show.
We need a face cam. People make more of a connection with people when they could look you in your eyes and see your reactions.
Yeah, well, when you see what I look like, and I don't know if I've accidentally put a stream up with my face, I look totally different. I know what
you look like. You look just fine, man.
No, I look totally different than how I sound. I wasn't saying I was butt ugly. My wife thinks I'm cute. So anyway.
Better.
She reminds me every day. She's the love of my life. All right, so.
Oh, awesome words. I hope she's listening.
I hope she's not listening. What are you doing playing that game? Turn it off! As she plays Candy Crush or whatever she plays.
All right, now I saw you said something about caddy. I can't be your caddy, man.
No, I was kind of picking with you a little bit. I do want to, if you can keep an eye on the chat, and if someone says something really brilliant, and I'm not, don't take it the wrong way, guys. If they say something that I really need to pay attention to, like I'm just about to screw it up, like for instance, putting the rocket in for a par 3, and then going to the par 4 across many islands with the rocket. That's the kind of thing that I would really appreciate if you'd speak up, because they might be telling me and I'm not watching.
Yes, right now the most questions that we're getting is,
shut up and start.
Expert or pro? And I believe that you said you were playing expert, correct?
Yes, I'm in the expert tournament. Let me put the screen on it. There we are. I'm starting in 94th place, and I'm going to take my own advice. Joke, why'd you have to retract that? Are you the retractor? But anyway, I'm not going to scroll up. Hopefully you'll see it scroll up as I go. Hint, hint. I hope I do well.
I'm sure you'll do great. Man.
Yeah, I definitely want to be in the top 10, but at the same time, getting a nice fancy banner for 1, 2, and 3, that would be sweet as well. The main reason I'm an expert and not in pros, because all of my other accounts, I've got the gold, I've got the silver. In this one, I only have the bronze. But at some point, you have to realize that if you stay in the lower tours with these clubs, I think the word sandbagger comes up a lot. RJ, if you just lost out there, that was my phone ringing someone else. So you're back. Oh, now my wife's calling. Woo! I may be in trouble. Are you there? Oh, well, let me put you back on speaker. Okay, how about, can I can hear you now. Say something, RJ.
Hello.
Okay. All right, so let's get started. I don't know if I stopped in the middle there when my phone started ringing, but I've got 2 third places, and I don't want to be a sandbagger, so... and I'd also like to start getting some good cards. So that's why I'm going to play this one. Hang on, let me return this text. Okay. All right, so for the first hole, let's look at the notes. The first hole is a par something. No, par 4. RJ, it's going to have almost 9 mile per hour crosswind. I was picking on J-Bone earlier because, you know, you guys have that tailwind over there, and you can go for the green. But unfortunately, I can only go for the left side. If I go to the right side, I have to do full power and pray that I hit that island. So I think I'm going to take the safe shot and go to the left side and then try for, you know, what I call the squishy shot. I'm going to put about 6 to 7 bars of backspin because it's near the middle of the club and try to stop the ball right at the pin. But the wind is what's getting me on this. It's because I think I have to play it at about 9 miles per hour to get it to stop close.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'd be burning through katanas.
Yeah, Joe says that he did go to the right side and he did get 1 eagle, but you know, the sand shots are just not that easy. Not as easy as the thorn. So, and I am going to put a special ball in. I haven't used this ball, the Bandera ball, yet because I was waiting for the weekend, and I guess I shouldn't have because I went ahead and bought some, so I would be more familiar with it. But I'll wait till the screen catches up and then I'll start.
You'll wait for what? I'm sorry.
I'm waiting for the screen to catch up so you can see where I'm at. Any last words?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see what you see, so it'll probably be funny for the people watching because, yeah, you're going to be like, oh, I just got an albatross, and like 10 seconds later, I'll be like, yeah, after everyone in the
I know,
and then 10 seconds after that, everyone in the stream will hear me say, yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see how this works.
That's the same thing we do in your chat. We're trying to say, nice shot, and you're already on the next hole.
Right.
ATM, I'm sorry, I can't scroll up. I've got a lot of things going on. So just say it again, or RJ, if RJ reads it in the chat, he will be happy to say it out loud if it's very meaningful and helpful. But you do already have a gold star and a piece of chocolate tonight. You said some really, really nice things on RJ's stream. I just want everyone to know that you're awesome today. And if you say anything else nice, I will offer you another piece of chocolate.
ATM?
All right, let's go ahead and start. RJ, if you see something in chat, spurt it out. Because I don't know what I mean the tournament top 100 is. And everyone else is screaming, hurry up! J-Bone's going to be on. And Michael,
well, I don't want to overpower you. Everyone here wants to hear you and your reactions as opposed to me reading the chat, you know?
Well, I totally disagree on that, sir. I think everyone loves to hear you.
Yeah, on my stream.
Oh, I'm just so honored that you came on. You get bored with me, you can always hang up.
The only way I'm leaving this is if you say it's time to go, or if I have some kind of panic attack or something.
I gotcha. Okay, well, hang out then.
I want to.
I'm
always hanging out in your streams.
Yeah, we can talk about Hawaii, or I know it's the whole island is a volcano. That was some really bad news, and I felt like it was bad timing that I brought it up in your stream. But at the same time,
No, it's fine. No, breaking news never has a time, and I want to know about stuff like that. So,
right.
Yeah, please don't apologize. I was very, happy that it got brought up, because otherwise I would have never heard or known. Luckily, I don't have, I don't have anyone that I know living in Hawaii, but that doesn't mean people weren't affected. I just want to let you know, our MC in the mod squad who unseated me, Tubby, says, I want to hear some James jokes.
I saw that from Madison Kelly, hiding under his wife's name.
So I think you got one? You got one in your head?
Well, I could tell the story about how the Christmas angel got on top of the Christmas tree, if you like. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Okay, so it was Christmas time, right? It's Santa's workshop. You have to play along, of course. Christmas time.
Okay. Christmas time, right? Cold outside.
Cold outside, yep. And, Santa Claus is up there at the North Pole working hard because it's that time of year. But unfortunately, he's got a head cold. And it seems like half the elves are out sick this week. And, he's only got a week left to get all these presents wrapped. So he's having to go out there and work in the workshop and run back and forth and pay invoices because Mrs. Claus has decided that, she's going to take a break because she worked hard in November cooking all that chicken and turkey. And now I'm going to have to focus for just a second. All right, so unfortunately I have to turn it sideways here. Yeah, when I say I have to focus, you don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually playing the shot.
Actually, I feel like I'm actually watching it live. Like guys in the chat, can you guys see? Am I talking right as he's aiming the ball? Right now he just zoomed in.
No, you're a couple seconds off. 2, 1. And I had to hit it great because I was down to 0. So
okay, so you guys know, I can't do commentary because what I'm watching right now, he just released the ball. So if I were to do, because a few people said I should do play-by-play commentary for you, but they would be getting my commentary like
4 seconds late,
5 or 10 seconds after. So they would. It's like watching or listening to a baseball game or watching a baseball game on TV while you have the radio on. Have you ever done that? I know it sounds silly, but color commentators are way better. And sometimes your radio's like 5 seconds in front of the TV, so they're like, Jim told me just hit a towering fly ball, and you see him just standing there waiting for the pitch. You're like, oh.
Yep. Yeah, so anyway, trying to think of what they are. The reindeer, they just went on strike, and I think it had something to do with the fur trade. I don't know, maybe when they get old, Santa's selling them off for fur or something, but, there's some big problem where the reindeer have decided that they don't want to work for Santa anymore, so he's trying to figure out who exactly he could get to fly him around because, Rudolph, of course, is in the middle of it. He's actually in charge of all these, I wouldn't call them riots, but the, what do you do? Picket line.
Protests.
Yeah, picket line.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got 2 seconds left. I guess that was a playoff hole. Yeah, it's just a playoff hole, and I'm freaking out.
I am 6 seconds behind you when you said you had 2 seconds left.
I'm sitting. I guess I stopped talking when I turn. But anyway, that was my hurry up and finish in 1 second shot. It's puttable.
Nice, son.
But it's a playoff hole.
Definitely.
So anyway, like I said, Rudolph's in the middle of it. So. And they started, as he walks between the workshop and his office, they're starting to fling deer poop at him. So now he smells bad. Mrs. Claus is not happy with that, so he can't come in the house. So basically he's just stuck going in the office. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, yeah, there's a lumber shortage, so all these toy trains that they're making, you know, basically he's having to either build them without wheels or something, or, you know, change out plastic. And, of course, for some reason, plastic is more expensive to ship than wood. You know, I don't know why that is, RJ. So anyway, so he's sitting there in his office. Yeah, he's sitting there in his office, and he smells like deer dung. Mrs. Claus isn't talking to him. The elves, they're ticked off. And then he realizes that he hasn't checked the list twice. So what else could go wrong, right? Right?
Not much. Right?
Okay, so in walks the Christmas angel just at that moment and says, "Hey, Santa, where do you want this Christmas tree?" And that's how the Christmas angel got on top of the Christmas tree in a short story.
There we go.
All right, so hole 2, guys. Is a par 3 going left.
Oh, I got it on top chat. Darn it. I need to be on live chat. There we go.
SDS says, "Don't do that again."
Now Michael's laughing because, wow.
All right, so we're going to go with the Guardian on this hole. I would like to say a Santa ball would be nice. Any suggestions from you, RJ? Knowing I'm going from the left side and I don't like wind.
Going from the left side, so you're not going to try the rough bump? Am I thinking of the right hole?
Yes, I'm going to... Well, no, I'm not going to rough bump it. I'm going to go from the left side and full backspin.
Do you really need all that wind resistance? Isn't a Santa ball a wind resistance ball?
It is, but I could also use the Bandera ball. But I don't need power.
Whatever is comfortable for you. You are more knowledgeable than I am. So if I disagree, I'm sure I'm wrong.
Yeah, I have never used the Bandera ball on this one because I didn't think I needed the power. But what we'll do is we'll take a look at it, and if we don't like it, we'll change it back.
All right.
Yeah,
Joe K said he went on the left side.
Yes, Joko, Will Wheaton definitely goes on the left side. I think it's the best option, and in case you guys didn't catch it yet, I hope that H puts it up on YouTube. He did get a hole-in-one going from the left side with the Guardian. And I'll kind of aim in the general area that H hit. Yeah, Tim, I don't think I need the power because of this account has a maxed Guardian. If I need the power, I mean, I can do it on Expert with my Guardian 5. With the Santa ball. Whoo, look at that wind, guys. Crosswind. 9 miles an hour with the Titan. Wow.
Yikes. I was wrong about the wind resistance.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you weren't...
No joke.
Yeah, you weren't familiar with the Expert winds. I got you. ATM, I read it. I'm just not going to say it or think it.
He thinks everyone is the Michael Jordan of golf.
Okay, this guy went left. See where he is? Not bad, not bad. What I'm going to do is a little more extreme. I'm just going to move it a little further left. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, then I'll look stupid, but that's okay. I'm used to it. I'm going to go a little further left. And yeah, no one can see it yet.
No, they can. Your you say is lined up with
what they see.
Your audio and video is lined up. It's just they're not getting it until like 5 seconds after you say it, but
right.
They can see it. I can't see it.
Okay, what I mean by more extreme is see all the slice. And I'm not talking to you, RJ. You don't see it yet. We want to turn right. And I can see it already, RJ. Go ahead and say, woohoo! But no, it's not a hole-in-one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was nice and close. What's that, about a yard?
Roughly. I'm used to winning, believe it or not. playoff holes. Unless somebody has the going straight across down. But if they try to go left or try to go right or try to bump it, I'm basically just inside the 2 or 3 mark and I'm taking it home. Same way the Bandera ball works. Just as good as the Santa ball.
The chat approves. A lot of nice shots.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, James. Wow.
Now,
I do have a question for you, though, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I noticed that when you put the wind reduction ball in, you had over 5 miles an hour of wind.
Yes.
However, it looked like you only adjusted for 3 miles per hour of wind.
No, I actually adjusted for 6. 2 miles per hour per ring. It's just a guesstimate. It's not exact. I don't do the 1.5, 1.4 and all that garbage. It's roughly, on my Guardian, I do 2 miles per hour per ring. And it was...
Isn't the Guardian like 90% accuracy?
I don't pay attention to any of that, sorry. I couldn't tell you what they were.
The reason why I'm saying that is I always adjust it 1 ring per mile per hour.
That's how I do the...
I guess I'm incorrect.
Yeah, that's how I do the big dog. The big dog is closer to 1 mile per hour per ring, which was the mistake I made.
I do too on that one.
Yeah, but it's actually slightly less, unless you're at the end of the club. Then it's right on.
Well, Tim Olson says, yes, RJ is right. But even if RJ is right, you can go and check out a video on my channel where James spanks me. So if being right gets me the losses...
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to have to just start doing what you're doing.
Well, in general, I do it 2 miles per hour per ring.
Ray Strickland wants to know, can you play the same shot in less wind?
What do you mean by that, sir?
I believe he's asking, I don't know, maybe the 2 mile per hour per ring, or
everything is the same except for how you play the wind. There's no difference.
Right.
Obviously, a 6 mile an hour wind will push you further to the left, and that's why I said I do the extreme curl. But I would have done the extreme curl anyway, and maybe just a little bit further to the right. And you just have to play with it.
All right. Tennessee Matt says, what level is your Guardian? I thought it was max.
Yeah, just expect everything I play to be maxed, except... Let's go to my clubs. Looks like my Nirvana is only a 6, and my Firefly is only a 5. And if you guys want to have a short debate about that, I would love to tell you why you can't change my mind, but it's real simple. See the 7 Rapier? Why on earth would I play the Firefly when I have this club? It's real simple for me. It doesn't matter how good the Rapier is to me. The Firefly actually hits lower in the air, in my opinion. And of course the 100 topspin. And so the ball guide, when it goes out to 4.1, all I have to do is aim the tip at the cup, and it doesn't really matter. Until you get to that long chip, then every club's a problem. But short distance, medium distance.
Hit it great?
Well, I mean, if you hit it great, you're not going to get in the cup unless you're. I'd say if you're closer to the cup, you don't have a problem with hitting it great. But when you get to the very outer end of your ball guide, as long as you put the tip in the cup, a great's more likely to go in.
Gotcha.
Let's hope you don't see it tonight. So anyway, I'm going to keep the Firefly. All right, so upload it to the 19th hole. Oh, you're talking to Madison. Okay. All right, so what hole are we on? 3?
I believe so, sir.
Yeah, and that one, everybody goes left on that, RJ. Why is that? I keep screaming that. Why do you go left? Are you familiar with the hole?
Go back to every Golf Clash player's favorite website, the Golf Clash Notebook, and be able to follow around with you and see what holes you're talking about.
I can put it up on the screen real quick.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm in front of my laptop.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to hole 3. You were going to that one where, yeah, either you go left and over that little patch of rough, or you go right with a lot of curl. I think a lot of people like going straight up and jumping over that rough because you have a lot more fairway in front of the green. But I know you like your backspin, so curling right, it probably doesn't affect you as much as it affects everyone else.
Yeah, I don't use backspin, and I could use 2 bars of topspin, but there's no reason for it, in my opinion, for you to be further up, because as long as you go right, regular distance, your Guardian's going to reach. And now even my Guardian 1 reaches, but that's on the that's on the Pro. So there's no reason for me to go topspin and risk it. So
well, you do you, man. Whatever feels like it's a shot is the way to go. I mean, as you can see, I definitely didn't get any albatrosses. You can't assume, just like in baseball, you can't assume a double play. You can't assume a long chip, be it an eagle or an albatross.
right. Well, the albatross, I have been trying it with full backspin, but here recently, I'll give all the credit to J-Bone. When I see him make an albatross with a sniper, I notice that he has 3 to 4 backspin, and he's letting it roll in. From that distance, you have to be so perfect with full backspin, whereas with the 3 bars of backspin, you can just, as long as your direction's okay, the chances are much better of you hitting the pin and going in. So,
I agree with just about every shot that I take. Where I want the ball to roll into the hole, I generally do 2 bars of backspin. I just feel like I got a little bit more control and the ball doesn't get away from me.
Yeah, well, just know
what the ball guide shows.
Yeah, when I say he uses 2 to 3, I always add 1 more than he uses, so he's probably using 2. All right, so...
Well, speak of the devil, Jesse just commented with a nerd face. And Joe K said an expert right is better.
Yeah, it's just too risky for me. All I have to do is, and I wish you could see what I was doing, set up in that corner, full curl, and go around the bend.
I'm seeing it now.
Even if it goes great in either direction, you may have noticed that I set the wind up to be about 4 miles per hour to the rough. That way, if I grade it in the wrong direction, it's still going to hit the fairway. And even if I hit it and grade it in the wrong direction on the other side, it's not going to go off the fairway. And then people try to copy me and they end up in the water. I don't get it. Were they not paying attention?
Well, I'm behind, so I probably shouldn't say this, but let's see what the other guy does, if he copies you or not. He looks like he's going straight now.
Yeah, he's going left, but he's got some backspin. Well, maybe he's going to do the power slice. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like a power slice.
This is an oddity.
Oh, so that's why I don't go left. Enough said about that.
No. And he bounced okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so I would kind of like to do this shot, and you can't see it, but you'll see it in a minute. But I'm probably just going to stay true to myself and bounce it up close and miss the... oh, wow, I'm actually a little short this time. So let me concentrate for just a second. You can do some color commentary.
Jesse says personal preference.
Yes.
Depending on whatever you do.
This is my easy shot. Just get it in there, get it close.
I'd love to do color commentary, but like I said, people will be hearing like 8 seconds after it appeared on the screen. Oh my God, hole in one! And there's already flames coming up.
Yep. Yeah, Tim, are you talking about my opponent had no idea what he was doing? Or are you saying I didn't? Either way, you're right. Ooh, you are correct, Tim. He's having some trouble.
Yeah, I was lost. I've never seen anyone play that with backspin when they go straight just to begin with.
Yeah. It was a little risky the first time I tried it, but if it works, it works. And it's so consistent for me.
No, I meant the shot your opponent took when he was trying to go to the left.
I don't know what he was doing.
Even if he would have hit the fairway, it's like you need to get up into that little T-shaped area.
Right. Well, when I go left, yeah, he's just given up. When I go left, it's like 75% of the time I make it fine, but then that 25% I'm either bumping off the rough or going into the rough or whatever. Or if I miss the shot, great, in either direction I'm in trouble. So,
hey, look, it's Jesse James backwards. James Jesse.
All right, so we're on track for my steady Eddie score of 26, and hopefully I won't ruin it with it. Oh man, did I have to say it right before this hole? RJ, are you familiar with hole 4?
I'll one click away from it. Unfortunately, I'm very familiar with that hole. Actually, I shouldn't say unfortunately. It didn't burn me at all today. Are you going to do the rough bump?
I'm going to do the rough bump, but I'm curious about which ball to use. Because you would think with an extra mile 8 that I wouldn't have to overpower. But from that second tee, there's no choice. A Kingmaker does take a lot of wind off, but you still have to overpower. And I'm worried that the Bandera ball will definitely take some more wind off, but I'm gonna have to like rear back and full power it. This is actually
This is your pick, man.
Yeah, if we had a Berserker ball with a lot of wind on it, that would be great. But they don't make that ball. So I guess I'm going to stick with the Kingmaker and know that I have to almost full power it. Or do you think I should give it a shot and take a look at the Bandera ball and then swap it?
I am completely lost. I have no idea what type of wind you're going to be dealing with. We had tailwind.
Well, let me help you, sir.
In pro.
It is 8.8 miles per hour, mostly crosswind to the left. And I say mostly. Yeah, see, you guys are saying Thor, but you don't know where I'm going to be aiming the ball. I need every ounce of distance for where I'm aiming.
Yeah, I would probably think Kingmaker because you get the power 3, even though you only have wind resistance 3.
Right.
I would rather overpower halfway than overpower completely because you still have a little more control over, possibly getting a perfect or a great.
Yeah, see, everyone in chat's screaming, put in Thor's hammer, full backspin. If I had practiced that shot and I was comfortable with it, that'd be great. But I practiced this shot on Tour 6 and was always right there, no overpower, hit the rough, go in. So I kind of messed myself up by not practicing any other shot. Yes, Carl, the extra mile is the max distance you can go because I don't have the Apocalypse 12. Yeah, Thor's hammer would have 74 backspin, and I could be, as long as I hit just below the sand and curl it left, I'd be right on the green. But I haven't done that yet. I mean, I've seen it done, I just haven't personally done it. If the guy in front of me were to do it, and I had the Thor's hammer in, I would have tried it. But I've never had it in. So let me just go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me just go with what I know. And if I miss, I miss. If I get it, I get it.
I agree with that for mile. And I see you got the Kingmaker in there. That is the way I would play it. That is the way Jesse said he recommended you go. And we also have, who was it in the chat here?
I'm not disagreeing with any of you guys. I think it's an easier shot to go with the Thor. Full backspin, left curl it over. But I'm just going to go my way.
And see, for me, that's not an easier shot. I'm terrified with the jumping over that rough. So I was glad that the rough bump worked for me on pro. Tim Olson says no rough bump. That is a straight side wind. So let's see how this turns out, guys.
Yeah, when you turn your screen, it is a straight side wind. I agree.
Okay. Tim Olson says you only need 4 backspin. Not sure if you.
Yeah, okay, he's talking about the other shot. My shot's going to have 2 topspin, not because I need 2 topspin, but just in case I go too far left, I need the 2 topspin. I'm taking a small chance that I'll go too far green, but the chances are much bigger of not getting on the road. I don't have it. All right, so my opponent just messed up. This is
said shot sounding stream. I want to see if anyone else in the chat is having these problems, or
yeah. You go ahead.
maybe it's just them.
I'm just going to focus on my shot. You talk about it.
All right. Sound choppy here too, Ken Collin. Joe says mic issues. Am I coming across with mic issues too, or is it just everyone's saying that's getting super choppy? But right now, just worry about your shot. Is it both of us, or is it just James? You can say it in chat. I'm watching and your stream looks good, but I'm not seeing it lagging anyway.
Yeah, RJ, just so you know, I don't know if you can hear us, but it worked.
Okay, everyone is saying we are choppy, and we are really choppy. Some people are going as far as saying sounds horrible.
Yeah, I just turned up the volume, and I definitely have a problem. So what I'll do when this hole's over, I'll see if I can fix it.
I'll type it in the chat. We'll work it on that in case you don't understand me.
Yeah, we definitely sound like aliens. I just blew on the Android 2600 cartridge. I hope that helped a little bit.
We sound like 2 frogs talking. I sound like C3.
It went in.
I'm go back.
Great.
And you just really great and just disappeared.
Okay, so if you guys got here, I want you to know that my signal, it's not the device. Looks like I got 3 or 4 bars on that device. And we're going to go down. Let me get out of this menu. We're going to check out the well. Okay, I got full bars. So, oops, wrong thing there. So I think I'm going to turn off the game. Hope I didn't just delete my score. And see if it gets any better. Can you guys? Right. Yeah, can you guys hear better now? Yeah, that I figured. Maybe it's because it's trying to stream the game and stream the noise at the same time.
Yeah. You didn't mute the game?
No. The game doesn't have any noise, but I'm saying the fact that it's trying to stream the game and the sound at the same time. It's like it's too much for whatever tower I'm connected to handle. Or there's too many people using their phones. I don't know. Okay, so
everyone's saying it's good.
Yeah, so in the future, when I have these sound problems, just say, please restart your game. Though it shouldn't have anything to do with it, it's the amount of data that I'm sending to the signal. Best it's been all stream. All right, SDS. So I guess we can blame it all on Playdemic. It's all their fault. No.
You sound like me in my stream.
That's why I missed my shit. Yeah, did you catch that in the chat? You were starting to blame the game, and I said, it's not me, Itis.
No, I didn't. But, I did come around and say, yeah, I'm going to start blaming everyone but myself.
Yeah. ATM, are you saying restart again? Did it get worse again? Okay.
No, other people are saying it's fine.
Okay. All right, so I made the shot. We're on hole 5. RJ, you want to go to hole 6 and let's talk about it?
Sure. Hole 6 is a hole that it could be very scary. This is on the back 9 where I had a very long putt. So
yeah, let me stop. Let me stop you there before the chat blows up. I'm on hole 5.
Oh, hole 5. Okay. Which direction do you like to take? All I know about is taking the left.
Because I'm on expert and playing the second tee, I have to go left. You can go right and like Jesse does in pro, and stop the ball short, and then have a long sniper or long guardian into the hole and get the albatross. That's wonderful. I more power to you.
There's a butt coming in here.
But I would prefer to hit with the Saturn a little bit closer. Even though I have crosswind and it has defeated me every time, I still think that I personally can hit better from the left side with the crosswind than I can at that distance. So though J-Bone has much better success than I do at this hole, I still feel like my third shot will be right next to the hole, regardless if I make it or not. That cleared up?
Carl Weber disagrees. He says, James, if you do not hit perfect on that last shot, are you screwed? Oh, that was a question. I'm sorry. That wasn't a
with my Saturn, if I don't hit perfect, I'm a foot from the hole.
All right.
Understand that I'm going full backspin. So you're going to be close.
Nathan Flanagan says, go on the second fairway on the right, and then you have a straight tailwind for your second shot with a long iron.
Yes, but that is a problem, though. To get to the second fairway on the right, you have to have what I call, you have to use your imagination about where the ball guide's going to land. And I'm so afraid I'm going to be in the rough on the left or in the sand on the right or in the water that it's just an easier shot for me to go left.
All right. Well, folks, he's going left.
Yeah, so though the right is the best way to go for wind, I'm going to go left. The only thing I have to worry about is hitting it great, perfect, or great in either direction. As long as I do that, I'll be set up to at least be on the fairway.
Let's see how it turns out. Hopefully we get a positive outcome here.
And we're definitely going to use, let me make sure my clubs are in right. Yeah, we're going to use these clubs. We're going to use the Kingmaker because I want the power and I want the wind resistance.
So no, street lights seem to be.
All right, I think Tim's trying to say Carl said I'm in the last hole with the extra mile driver. Maybe he's saying he could have made that shot below the bunker.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't you hit that shot great?
Yeah, but I set myself up to be great, perfect, or great to the left. I want to be able to make a mistake.
Planning, right.
I almost freaked out. This guy's using the bunny ball. It's like, what happened? Actually, a bunny ball. Now, ATM, why didn't you speak up, man? A bunny ball has 3 power and more. Oh, no, he changed it to Bandera, though. He just gave up some of the distance. He hit it great. Yeah, ATM, I think the bunny ball might actually be a better option here.
You do got the favorable wind in a way.
Yeah, see how he hit it great to the left and he's okay? It's all about lining up.
Nice shot.
Yeah, see how far the extra mile 8 can go? Well, not yet, but you will. I want to be somewhere in the middle with a great or perfect shot. With a little bit of curl.
Tim O says bunny ball would help second shot, but I guess you need your first shot to set up your second shot, so.
Well, a great shot was supposed to work, RJ, but it didn't.
No, it's still in the air for me, so.
Yeah, not enough curl.
Oh. And you couldn't catch the break to roll off the rough.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I catch it, it'll roll right back out. But that's okay,
Do you
guys.
have your Amazon in?
No, I don't need an Amazon.
Oh, excuse me. Doesn't need an Amazon, folks.
The last thing I want to do is hit it with an Amazon and then have to turn around and hit it again with an Amazon.
Very true, very true. Great club for landing in the rough early. Horrible club when you just roll off the green and want to chip it in.
Yeah.
They won't call you chip very often with the Amazon.
Right.
San Diego Steve says Nirvana will reach just fine.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I have I think I have the Nirvana in, but I actually prefer the Razor because if I hit the rough, it's usually right next to the green. And I really would prefer that. But looks like I have the Nirvana, no problem. The only problem with the Razor is the backup, lack thereof.
And distance, right?
No, again, if I'm in the rough, it's usually next to the green. And this is a difficult shot for me, guys, because I'm right next to the garbage there, so I'm trying to get it where when I adjust for the wind, if I mess up the adjustment, I'll still be on the fairway. Yeah, I think I'm fine there. And you got to hit it perfect, which I didn't. But at least I bounced on the fairway. Woo, that was ugly. So it's puttable.
Oh yeah, that's not far from the fence.
I've missed shorter putts.
So James, I just kind of imagine you driving around and like pulling up on some random shoulder of the road and playing Golf Clash. Is that what you do when you stream from your office?
On Friendly Fridays when I'm not taking the list, if I see it's my turn soon, I will most likely just say, okay, I'm going to get to the next town and I know my spot where I have a good signal. Yeah, Kenny says bounce it over the rough. I wouldn't mind taking the bump rough shot right there. But, again, I haven't practiced it enough on this tournament to know that it's in my bag. It's in my bag on regular tour play. I don't mind taking a chance. But when it's for all the marbles, I'm going to take the safe shot. Hopefully that's what Kenny meant by bounce it over rough. 3 or 4 top spin, aiming at the tip of the rough. Adjust for wind, but the problem with that was the crosswind might have thrown it out into the fairway. Does that make sense to everybody? Or are we already on the next shot?
Waiting for responses in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim, for the good save. I appreciate it.
Now, see, for me, this would be mind-bending. I don't know if I could do, the play the game, mind the chat, and have a guest on. Are you doing all right?
Yeah, so far I'm okay.
No, so I'm not a distraction in any way?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm actually going to have to aim a little higher up, RJ. You'll see it in a minute. Because I'm so afraid of that wind. So, it's just a shootout hole. But I still don't want to hit the rough. Yeah, see, I actually should have played it higher up than I did. Yeah, I hope you guys weren't suggesting to play it over the rough on this hole. Why would I want to? He did beat me, by the way. Songiver. Good game, sir. You're already gone, but I'm still going to take the time. Good game.
No, Hugo. Hugo. Yeah.
Yeah, Carl, not with that win. I mean, if I had got the hole-in-one, I would have played the win better. And, it looks like I had the curl just right. For a little bit more if I had played it further up. All right, RJ, now we're on hole 6.
All right. Well, 6 is a scary one. I can't even imagine what type of winds you're going to be facing on Expert. I like the Sniper, which I know you
could tell
don't
you,
like,
sir.
but I like it with the ball guide.
Yeah, I'll tell you what kind of wind I'm going to have. It's 8 miles an hour. I would say at 1 o'clock. So 12 o'clock is straight at the hole. 1 o'clock is a little bit to the right. So
right, definitely a wood, because you're not going to want unless, well, I don't think the Rocket or the Thor's Hammer would have enough backspin.
guess what? Thor's Hammer has plenty of backspin. Actually,
have you ever taken that shot like that?
Yeah, and actually the Rocket, since I've maxed it, has 98 backspin. So I've got the Rocket in just in case.
Oh, yeah, that's your Guardian Junior there.
Yeah, now if
Kinda
everyone
like the
can
Saturn,
please,
actually.
as soon as they see me hit, as soon as my shot is over and I'm exiting the hole, please somebody say, get rid of the Rocket.
Nope, I see Tim Olson saying you can use the Rocket.
Oh yeah,
but he did
it's a great
use the
club.
Rocket with the Navigator.
Navigator?
I guess he's good with wind.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the Navigator. I think I'm going to put the Bandera ball in, and if I don't like it, I'll switch it to the Santa ball.
Nathan is saying I use the Guardian on this hole.
Yes, the
And
Guardian.
Joe K says Sniper 10
Yeah,
from Yan Expert.
you guys have already seen me use the Guardian once or twice, and you'll notice that I'm right there at the edge. I'm a little hesitant to go past the hole, so as long as I can just keep practicing to be right there on the edge, and then just chip it in or put it in, I'm fine. So let's see what happens with my Rocket. Yeah, Tim says you cannot use distant ball with the Rocket. Well, it's only got 1 on it, so it's not like it's got a lot of distance. And I can always change it back to Santa if I'm not comfortable with it. But with the Guardian, you have to play a distance ball and then kind of imagine what's going to happen. Yeah, Joe, with all the backspin, of course I should aim just below the hole now. With the Guardian, I couldn't reach up there. I'd have to imagine where it was going to hit.
So did you bring the Rocket? I don't recall you changing.
Yeah, I changed it to the Rocket, and I've got the Bandera ball in.
So do you guys think that that would be a safer shot? Because I believe I have my Rocket maxed. Would that be a safer shot on Pro as well? Just going with the Rocket full backspin?
You're on the second tee, but I can't remember what your wind is.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you see, here's my problem. I don't want to get too close to the sand. I'm actually a fur to the sand.
Oh, I see one. Right here.
Let's just put it right there and try to be safe. Give myself plenty of room to stay away from that sand. And then, I know it's only 5.6, but I'm going to play it to about there because I don't want to be in the sand. And then put a little bit of curl on it. And hopefully I don't land in the sand. Yeah, that works.
I like your measurement.
So 2 chicken to go all the way to the hole.
Perfect shot.
So that's
Yeah,
your
that's
Rocket.
the way to do it. Those putts are hard to miss.
Yeah, there's your Rocket shot. Tim Olson says Santa Ball is the only option with Rocket on Pro. I would disagree with that, sir, because I use the Rocket 9 and the
Everybody go to the garage.
no, I take it back. It's like the Rocket. No, I actually have to use the Thor 3 on that one because my Rocket's not that high in Pro. So, but you can do it with the Thor 3.
And then change again. And just put all your decoys.
I think it's a Thor 3. It might be a Thor 2.
This is the best way to learn. You know, we got 31 people in the chat right now.
Right.
Well, at least in the video. And, you know, between watching me if you're in pro, or I think Jesse. I'm not sure. Jesse's probably doing pro tonight. And
Yep.
You're doing expert.
Right.
You watch other people, and if you see them make a mistake, you can see where the mistake was. You can see the reaction. Be like, "Ha! I know not to make that mistake."
Yeah.
Hey, we got Stacy in the chat here today. How you doing, Stacy?
Yep. And, you guys could take anything Tim Olson says to the bank. Everything he said, Kenny Holland, yeah, okay, yes, I'm a ball collector. Anything those guys have said so far, I don't disagree with it at all.
Guys, what do you think? Do we need to have an intervention with James because of his ball hoarding?
No, I took Zachary's advice on this one. I wouldn't buy this many
Ooh,
balls.
this is a long putt.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy this many balls. He made it. If I was worried about, if I wasn't worried about getting it again, because anything with a 5 on wind resistance, they almost never offer them. So you got to stock up. I'm lucky to still have Santa balls at this point because I use them on the tournament. All right, everyone was screaming to use the Saturn, but here's the problem with the Saturn. It doesn't have
red line.
Doesn't have the distance. And now I got to figure out what to do here.
Well, this is a shootout, right?
Yeah,
I did the rough bump right previously.
I'm a little worried about this, but we'll see what happens. Doesn't cost me anything, but about $100,000. Oh, RJ, you're gonna hate what just happened. Oh. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
It didn't go in.
Very close. Very
Yeah.
close.
So that's what happens when you use the Guardian. You have to put about 4 backspin, full curl, put it at the very. Well, the Guardian's what I had to use because of the Saturn didn't have enough on it. Oh crap!
You're still very close.
I got to take the rocket out of the bag. This is what happened to me. Is I was in the playoff hole or the shootout and just forgot what I had in the bag.
I think I remember that. Didn't Jesse rib you on that for a little while?
Yeah, every chance he gets. Oh, unlucky.
Tara says, "Get rid of the rocket." Stacy got a hole in one and rookie on the shootout.
Yeah,
Don't you hate when you get them on the shootout?
Yeah, Rodin.
Helios said it.
Yeah, I said H. Yeah, Jesse gives me garbage for it, but H just told me. So, hey, on the mod squad, Rodin just brought something up. We need to have a friendlies tournament. And I don't know how to do it.
That sounds like something you should host.
Well, I don't know how to do it without taking a lot of time, and then you have to get people together at the same time. I just don't know with everyone's schedules how on earth we could do that. It can be done, and I think I'm signed up for Tommy's. I don't know, maybe. I'm happy to play it if I am, but I don't know if I signed up for it properly. It says, click on this to sign up for his tournament. I clicked on it, and it says, you are entered. Well, that's entered into the group. I don't know if I'm entered into the tournament. I've got no information since then. So I'm either in or I'm not. Okay, so let's go back to the clubs. The extra mile is back in. And we're on my favorite hole to use the rocket with. I mean, big dog with.
They both have about the same distance, don't they?
Yeah. And I got a choice to make, RJ. Should I use the Bandera ball or should I use the Kingmaker?
Well, if you have a choice in your 50-50 split, I would go Kingmaker just because Banderas, you can't get any more of them.
I'm 70% sure that I need to use the Kingmaker because of the power.
All right.
The Titan would work also, but I don't like the wind on the second shot. Not at all. And I have to overpower regardless, and I guess I should tell you the wind. Yeah, I think the first time I played it was actually a crosswind, 8 miles an hour to the right. But because I'm on the second tee, I have to overpower.
I got stunned. It was a
And
female.
I know I changed the ball.
She's running.
Oh, you did well on, was it hole 3? where you had to overpower. So hopefully we get the same.
Yeah, hole 4.
No, not hole 3. Yeah, hole 4, right? Hopefully we get the
You
same
have to overpower a lot.
result here.
On this tournament, to take the shots that I like to take, you always have to overpower, and it's not fair. Second tee.
Well, you said Tim Olson knows his stuff. He said, you need that distance, light tailwind.
He knows I need the Kingmaker. I was just asking what your opinion was. I apologize. I already knew what I wanted.
No problem, no problem. I got to step away from my laptop for a moment, but I got you on my mobile, so I can still talk to you.
Well, that's fine. You can talk about anything. It doesn't have
Let
to
the
be about
dogs
golf.
out.
I don't want to talk about how the moon.
All right, let's talk about
I don't want to talk
politics
about
and
how the moon
religion.
is flat, though.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I don't want to talk about how the moon is flat, though.
Oh, you didn't know that? I thought everyone knew that.
I just don't want to talk about it.
I'm a flat mooner. It's a disc.
Yeah, Tim says I was testing you, but Tim, it's an unfair test. It's like I'm sitting there with the answer key, and we're talking about algebra that he's never had before. So it's kind of unfair. I had all the answers right there. Yeah, Joe, you lost me at Navigator. Sorry.
Navigators and quasars, I'm assuming, are like Marlins when you get to the expert arena.
I mean, I don't really use them. Once I found the Katana and the Titan, I was good.
Do you find that in the higher level chests you get more gems? Or do you have to spend cash on those balls because you go through so many of them?
I haven't spent any money on balls in a while, because once you get them and you actually win a tournament, you get plenty. It's gonna do this, guys. So I want to overpower just a little bit, but not a lot. And then notice I didn't take a lot of top spin.
I'll be back in just one moment.
All right, take your time, sir. And the great shot's not gonna be very nice to me as far as setting me up close. You can get in from there. What do you mean you don't get top 25? Well, again, Joe, remember, I started playing pro again because I was just so scared of the wins on expert. So if you come in the top 10 on pro, you're going to get plenty of balls. You're just not going to get near as much money. But now I'm just solely playing expert on my main until I get that top 3. And then I'll go ahead and mosey on up to Masters. But, you know, that would require me playing Tour 10 more. So I'd have to get used to playing Tour 10 a little bit more. Yeah, when you look at my banners, I do have, I think, a top 10 or 2 in expert. But you'll also see that those... I played expert for about a month and a half, and then I dropped back down to pro for about a month. Especially with the major. I was really wanting to get a major win. What am I doing? Get off that.
No, I don't know it right now at this moment.
All right, RJ. If you can, when you can see the screen, I want you to look at my wind. The wind is perfect for the expert because you don't have to worry about. It's a side wind. You don't have to worry about it. What you do have to worry about is the time, though. So I'll shut up and hit.
All right. In front of the computer now.
Ah! I hit great. Ooh, that was
Spoiler
scary.
alert, he hit great.
That was scary, guys.
That garage right in front of us? Come here.
So,
Now, I'm going to get some dinner in me. Please tell me if my mic is picking up chewing, because I don't want to chew in front of 32 people.
oh, you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, Joe, I really felt like if I continued in pro, I was sandbagging. But even my baby accounts, I worked hard to finish up Tour 6 to get them to expert, so I'd get some extra practice. So they have a much better chance of winning expert than my main account because, you know, they've only got 1,100 or 1,200 trophies, so I'm going to have better wins and better brackets. And we could argue about the wins, but the brackets are definitely going to be better. For some reason, when you have 1,000 trophies and you play a tournament, your wind's 2 miles per hour. But then if you have 3,000 trophies and you play that tournament, your wins are 3 and 4. Same hole, same, you know, if it was in pro, same thing. But your wins are higher. Oh, this one's a scary shot.
This is just a shootout, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take the extra mile and oops, hit it right about there. Put a little bit of coil on it. Actually, I want to take a little bit off. It's either going to be really nice or really disastrous. Ooh! Yeah, I shouldn't have taken anything off because of the wind. Oh, they asking you for some of your food?
Yes, it's quesadillas. I love my Mexican.
Yeah, I think I sent you, or maybe it was in the chat during your stream, but always there's just so much going on, you don't ever catch it all. I was eating La Fiesta, the Mexican sandwich, the other night while watching you. Yeah, as long as this guy accidentally goes to the other side of the green, I'll be okay. But I don't expect him to. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he went far enough back to where he can just roll on.
Joe wants some chicken quesadillas. I got chicken quesadillas with mushrooms, onions, and banana peppers.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell Terrible Lemon that I meant to do that. I wanted to show off that trick shot for you, how I can bounce it up in the air. And lose 100,000 coins. Right. Alright, so RJ, we're on hole 8. We gotta get rid of the big dog.
Ooh, hole 8.
Yeah.
You got this one in the bag. Just don't bring a Saturn.
Now, why wouldn't you want to bring the Saturn to this hole? It's
well, I mean, I guess you could bring your Saturn if you want to use your Guardian.
Well, it looks like it's going to be the same as last time. 10 miles an hour in my face. So the Saturn is definitely the wrong club. That's why I was asking Jesse the other night when he was playing his about the Goliath, how to play it. But I kind of like the way I played the Guardian there. So do I chance it? Or do I go with Goliath and play about, let's see, what did we say? The wind was roughly 10, and we played 4.5.
Joe K says go with the Goliath.
Yeah, I know you guys want me to go with the Goliath, but I've only done it once, and I didn't miss. But I saw the Guardian. I have a lot more control with the Guardian, I think. And if I put both the Goliath and the Guardian in, will it give me the option of using the Guardian? Is a question. Roger, my B52, though it is level 4, has no curl, sir. Next.
Less than the backbone?
The backbone is maxed out with 57. It doesn't quite have enough curl.
Nope.
My Saturn 10 has 81 curl. It actually has too much curl, but it doesn't have enough distance. So if I get the same shot that I had last time, the Guardian would very easily get me close.
Are you going to use a katana?
Originally I thought I was going to, but I wanted to get rid of more wind. See, it's only 2. So, I mean, I think
Helios says tsunami.
I think this is a Bandera ball, and then use my Guardian.
Uh-oh.
What do you think about that?
Oh my. I hate you. I actually hate you.
Oh, you guys want to see my tsunami? It's only a level 3, but it does have everything but ball guide, and you don't really use ball guide on this hole.
No, not at all.
I'm thinking about it.
Low accuracy, though.
Well, you know, accuracy to me just means how to play the rings.
Look in the sky.
So yeah, I guess what you're saying is with 29 accuracy, my rings are going to take up half the picture. So that would be a problem.
Not very friendly if you hit it great.
Yeah. Let me see if it'll let me do the Guardian. And if I have to, I'll overpower the Saturn. Just because that's how I feel. I'd feel more comfortable doing that. All right, so is the sound working okay, guys? It hasn't gone back out?
I haven't seen anyone mention it.
I just want to know before I start the hole. Yeah, Tim, it is the club of choice. If I could putt with it, I could probably putt more than 50 yards. All right, Madison Kelly says it's good. I doubt very seriously Madison Kelly's watching, but that's okay. Helia says reboot my game. You think it'll change my luck or help my luck?
Oh, Helios is saying choppy, but everyone else is saying fine, so you might need to refresh Helios.
It is choppy. Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
Well, he's the only one saying choppy, though.
Yeah, I know, but if one person's saying it, it's going to happen again.
Not necessarily. It could be his connection.
No, it's always mine.
L1.
All right, Tim says it's fine, but even if it was fine, it doesn't hurt to do that. But I do want to make sure it didn't forget my clubs. I'm still good. Still got that ball. All right, let's see what I can do, sir. RJ, thank you again, man. This is so awesome that I can talk to someone. Because talking to myself, as much as I like to do it, not. It's so much nicer to have someone to talk to, even if they are smacking their gums.
It's an honor to be here, man. I'm honored that you would invite me to be in on your stream. It's awesome hanging out with you and the people in the chat. Great idea. Helios says it's fixed, and now we have quite a few people coming out of the woodwork saying that there was a little bit of choppiness. So
okay.
I guess you were right. It was good for you to restart it.
I'm also glad that I know an easy fix now, because I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to figure out what I was doing wrong when I had the music on, thinking it was the music. All right, so it does. Looks like it sets up. Well, no, it's a little long, guys. I'm between clubs. So let's change clubs and see if that helps. I think someone said katana before. Boy, do they know what they're talking about. Did they know that I was trying it with the Guardian? Oh, it's still long. I only have 10 seconds to figure this out, guys. Send a ball. That fixes it. There we go. Oh my God, 5 seconds. RJ, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Oh, you're going to hate what happens, RJ. It's terrible. Oh, my God. I'm right next to the hole.
I just saw the clock sitting on one for felt like 5 seconds while you were screaming that.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to write down in my notes as soon as I get off. Sanibal Guardian on this hole. is the Shiznig. And he's got a Goliath. No, he'll do well, maybe.
Surprised he's not going with a katana. He's not going to use that extra power, is he?
He's hitting it hard. Yeah, a bit rushed, but I'll take that shot all day long. This poor guy has a shot. He is not going to be happy. Man, I like this putt a lot better than the chips I've had to do. Using the Saturn and the Goliath. Not the Goliath. I think I made it on with the Goliath. But the backbone, it seems like I always hit it over the top. Goliath 8, katana for me. Well, Joe, if you were the one that yelled, use the katana, that was great and all, but it still left me too long. Knowing I had a Saturn in, I was not about to overpower Saturn and end up on the backside. Oh, this guy just missed. Alright, so I've dodged some bullets tonight. RJ, you're my good luck charm.
Happy to be here.
Alright, so I'm 11 under through 8. I'm on track for my 13 under per side. I would understand completely if you said, I gotta go. But please stay on as long as you like.
Please kick me off if it gets overbearing or...
No, you ain't going anywhere. Now, we only have 45 minutes left before J-Bone wants to get on. So, J-Bone, I apologize. I'm taking a lot longer playing like this.
I think we could squeeze in.
Okay, well, I need to look at my clubs. For hole 9, I do want the Guardian, I do want the extra mile, and I am going right. So, I want distance. Dun dun dun. Snow globe.
Is this where I see people talking about the big topper?
I don't know how you would do it with a big topper.
Maybe it was hole 1 then.
Yeah,
They were talking about
this
the
is
big
the one
topper.
that on Masters you can actually reach the green, but I don't see it. When you see where I land, assuming I hit the fairway, you're gonna say, no, there ain't no way you could have reached.
I agree with Tara. She says back 9 will be quicker. You got your clubs and balls set now.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I thought I had them set on Monday, but I'm changing everything today. Alright, so I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the right. Looks like he's going to go to the right too. I'm actually going to aim it a little left and then do one of my mini curls where I try to curl it to the good side, the white bar, and have it turn the corner, knowing that the wind is going to push me over the fairway.
How many extra rings do you feel you get on that shot?
It's 8.9, so you're probably landing about probably 20, close to 20. So an extra 10. See, I've got 12.7, so I'm going to go 24. That's why I want to go ahead and definitely hit it good, so I'll hit the fairway. There's no secret formula to this. It's just, this is kind of what I feel I need to do. I didn't quite hit it far enough to the right, so I may be in trouble. I'm in trouble. I went too straight, but I still should be able to reach. I should have at least hit it to the white line on the target. But don't worry, I'll do it next time.
Is your Nirvana going to reach?
If I should be able to get to the off left side of the green and then curl it in.
Nice.
If I'm wrong about that, you know, I'm going to birdie this hole.
Most people do. You can never.
Oh yeah.
What was the word?
Yeah, I'm fine, RJ. I'm good. My only problem is this wind. It's a killer. All right, so if I move this 10, I still have plenty of fairway if I'm wrong.
Just pretend you're playing against me.
And I hit it good, but hopefully I insulated myself. Yes, no problem. Boy, what I didn't do was play it far enough back. Joe, what you talking about, man? I'm still on pace to lose to you. I can still putt, though. I gotta pick up another Alba or Eagle or hole in one or something if I'm gonna catch up to Joe.
I couldn't buy one today. Nothing was getting shipped in.
I've had one Albatross, 9th hole, and the only reason I got the Albatross is because I was going up against the Albatross man. If you remember that post I posted.
Yeah.
ATM, I don't know why you keep telling people to dunk a par 3, but we want to win this thing. Oh, this one's a scary, scary shot.
Good night, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. 3 o'clock in the morning, poor guy. All right, so I hope I played enough wind. Let's see what happens. Nope. As far up as I played it, I still didn't play enough wind. Wow. That was tough wind there.
I'm telling you, man, I really think that the Guardian is around just a little over 1 ring per mile an hour.
No, it's when the wind gets higher like that, you do play it double wind. That's what I always tell people. Tour 7 and up, whatever you've done with the Guardian before now, double it. For some reason, it goes up exponentially. So I should have played about 24 miles per hour on that wind, and it was only 12. Well, I take it back, 26 miles per hour. Good luck to you, sir. I'd say good game, but man, did I never hit the fairway once. All right, so we're halfway home. Let's go check our clubs and balls out.
That's like making your pictures.
Clubs are good.
That's like
I think we got the right ball.
What do you got, minus 13?
I don't really have a good option on the ball because no matter what I do, I've got crosswind. I think I used a Bandera ball last time just to cut the wind down. So why didn't I do it again, right?
Stacy. Good luck, Stacy.
No use playing a power ball when you have no chance of getting over the second fairway. Joe K, why would you bother even saying the word sniper? I mean, snipers are good for killing rats in your backyard. Other than that, I don't know what they're good for.
I think that's a little overkill, don't you? A sniper for killing rats? Just get yourself a BB gun.
ATM, I will definitely try to eagle here. Thank you. Thank you for not telling me to dunk it. Just remember my second shot, I have to play at least 9 miles per hour per wind in my wind adjustment. But that's for a Kingmaker. So I have to remember what the adjustment's going to be. So if it's like 6, I need to play 7. And that's 2 miles per ring.
No, I got this note at Cinco.
But first I have to get up there. I think this is a pretty safe shot. We'll see. If I mess up, it's all my fault because I hit it perfect.
Come on.
Oh yeah, snuggle up there. Snuggle, lug, lug, lug. ATM, why didn't you tell me to use the bunny ball? That would have been a great opportunity for a bunny ball.
Nice shot.
Thank you, sir. That's where I normally end up when I'm hitting from the first tee, assuming the wind's against me. If the wind's behind me, I aim at that little sign up there. I don't know if you guys can see it next to the left sand. Move over a little bit, and then I slice curl it all the way to the right. And if I ever hit it right, it's going to roll up through the rough onto the green. Because it takes that first bounce off the fairway and goes into the rough under the trees.
Golf Clash Roger wants to know why you're not playing to the right.
Because I don't like water. And I think from the second
Neither
tee...
do off balls.
Yeah, from the second tee, it's a lot harder. You have to overpower just to get to the second fairway. And the best case scenario, you're in the sand.
I would not recommend going
All right, let's see if I can do a squishy shot-ish.
Full squad all went to see. Oh,
How did you play before on? You played me on this hole, and you were able to do a rough bump and
that's
get
because
it in.
that's because I went to the right fairway.
Which is obviously a lot easier with 2 or 4 wins.
Right. See, I'm worried about the time now, so I just have to hurry up and hit.
okay.
Oh no, man! I didn't adjust for wind. Oh well, I just underpowered a little bit when I saw the time running out. All that time just to go, oh, just hit it.
Still got a nice putt.
Yeah, but the idea is to take your time, line it up, adjust for wind, hit the ball. And somewhere in there I got distracted. So I think with my
Very easy to do while streaming.
yeah, I think my spin is what got me. When I played the spin all the way to the right, and then I take some off because I was right there on the lip. I didn't want to bounce off the green when you hit the lip. Yeah, Joe, it's not happening. Unless they give me a do-over, that's a bird.
I got some turn too. This was the rep 13. He's done.
Yeah, Roger, I think the wind is better. Even though the wind is better, it is behind you, and I get jealous. I still would prefer to go to the left on this hole and do a super right curl slice with full power with a distance ball. If I hit the first fairway after the first bunker, it then rolls in rough underneath the trees and hopefully onto the green. If I miss, I can still do the rough bump. Does that make sense?
Yeah, someone actually... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, does that make sense? I never hit the water that way.
They call him Chip. Your opponent, that is.
Yeah.
You would be called Putt.
Sit,
Oh,
Ubu.
but someone mentioned in my stream today, why don't I go expert? And I got to tell you, I'm in no hurry after watching some of the wins you've been facing.
Yeah.
Although I'm also very impressed by your score. You're handling the win well, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's just, you plan to win and you hit it the same way every time, you're fine. It's just shootouts are a toss-up because you have to adjust wind in totally different directions. No way. No way. Of course not. It didn't go in.
I was going to say, it looked like you were really far back.
That's because
But
the
wow,
wind was
I'm
the wind
watching
was
it
behind
now,
me.
and it looked like it had a path to go in, but then it veered to the right.
Yeah, it does. You have to be going in hot. That's the thing. With my one backspin, I almost guaranteed myself not to go in. But this is a shootout hole, and you just have to be close. If I hadn't put the backspin on it, I would have had to play it about probably another half ring back. And, you know, that's just too many adjustments. But definitely...
I thought this guy was going to try to use a sniper on this hole.
Yeah, definitely my hole-in-ones on this hole are with one top spin, where it's going in hot. Oh, looking good, dude. Looking good! But it rolled a little too far.
Aaron, what tour are you playing on, Aaron? Ooh, he got close.
Why would you spend gems to make your hammerhead go from level 1 to level 2? At worst, it's only...
I just saw...
It's only 400 gems
it's only
if you're doing it in the store.
Gems. Right, so he has 1,600 gems. He just wants to spend 100 gems, so it seems like he's only one card short. Now, unfortunately, being that you're on Tour 6 and 7, you may use your hammerhead a lot on 6, but you're not going to use it on 7. You're not going to use it on 8. And by the time you get up to 8, I think your sniper is going to be so nice.
Yeah.
Even though, James, I'm sorry about talking about this on your stream, but
no, that's fine.
Your sniper is going to outperform your hammerhead.
And I'll go one further. You'll never use the hammerhead, so why spend a dime on it? Because your sniper or guardian are gonna,
right.
Yeah, your sniper, guardian, and big dog are the three that are going to get you home. All right, so I'm on hole 3. I got the right clubs. I think I just used a Kingmaker on this one. That's where I go right.
To the right again.
Yeah, go right. I think, did I use the Bandera ball on this? I don't remember. Let's do the, well, I think the Bandera ball made me actually a little short, and I had to overpower on the second shot. So I'm going to go back to what I know. Yeah, I was sitting there going, why am I having to overpower? And I realized I was using the Bandera ball. So in that case, if you go right using the Bandera ball, you have to put one top spin so you can get a little further up, but that's a little riskier. If you grade it to the left, you're in trouble. What the heck am I playing? This ain't hole... I'm talking about hole 4.
Hole 2, not 3.
Yeah, I don't know what hole I'm on.
Aaron Meadows, I highly recommend you save yourself 100 gems, especially if you have a Sniper 8, a Viper 9. I think you've already outgrown Viper, buddy. There might be a tournament here or there, or, you know, for a specialty club, but I would be using that sniper all day long. Sniper 8,
oh,
as
he
opposed
to
going with the hammer 2.
RJ, I graded it, man. It is not pretty.
It's in the air for me. It's not pretty. Oh, man, that was close.
I still graded it, though. How can you be happy with that?
Uh-oh, Bill Dunn says restart. Is the sound getting choppy, guys?
Okay, as soon as the hole's over, I'll restart it.
All right. Aaron, yeah, I hear what you're saying. You want to pull up every club eventually. Why spend 100 gems now when it's only level 1? You know, you're going to probably open a chest and get like 5 at a time at some point.
Well,
so is one card really worth 100?
Yeah, and you can buy 10 Guardians or 10 Snipers or 10 Big Dogs for that. Not 10, but, you know, 8. 7. Somewhere around there. You can buy a lot more of clubs that you already use. So I would never buy cards for gems on a club that I don't use. How about that?
Okay, so everyone in the chat seems to be saying I'm choppy. Is it just me that's choppy? Or is the whole stream choppy? Because they're tagging me. They're not tagging you.
Well, I'll still restart it regardless, because I want everyone to hear you.
Joe K says everything is choppy.
Okay, that answers it.
You don't know how to play on your phone.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys know. My son was calling me earlier. He wanted to let me know about his big hit. For him to get a hit, he's 11, and most of the team is 14. So,
oh wow,
yeah, so he's very happy to be producing on this team. We were very worried about it because he does not have any talent, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that he's just a regular old kid. He doesn't have the pitcher talent or any of that.
because a small city, they didn't have a league for his age.
No, it's 14 and under until you get down to 10. So it's almost 4 years of kids same league.
Yeah.
Hey Clint, you're not late. You're right on time. Art says he's done eating his Mexican food and he probably wants a pizza. So if you could order that up for him, that would be awesome. What do you want on your pizza? Italian sausage?
I can't even think about food. I'm stuffed. That was a big quesadilla.
Oh yeah, that's nice. But anyway, Mexican sandwich, La Fiesta. You got to try it.
I will definitely try it. I absolutely love Mexican food.
Yeah, this you know how you have burrito shells? What do you call them? Tortillas?
Yeah.
The Mexican sandwich has 2 tortilla shells, but it's a sandwich. Rice, beans, chili con carne, all sorts of cheeses, and some salsa, and then they double it up on the top. So
Oh wow.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Eat it with a fork.
I don't know how can anyone not love Mexican food? I don't understand that.
Hey guys, I'm still on target, but
And I wonder.
Restart real quick.
Yeah, right. I wonder how bad America screws up Mexican food. You know, like if you get Chinese food, but yet you go to China, you'd be able to tell, that you're eating Chinese food because you're so used to these fast food. You just pick up. There's no room to dine in, and they're cooked in oils, and they're not good for you.
Yep. Hey, can you guys hear better?
Ray says I have a lot of. Sorry.
I'm just asking everyone, can you guys hear better? I just restarted.
Sound check 1 2. Sound check 1 2 3.
She saw your, no, because when she saw your face, she was about.
Bill Dunn says yes. The sound is better.
Okay, cool. He says yes a lot though.
San Diego Steve. Clint can hear fine.
Okay, good. All right, so now we're on hole 3, and I'm going to use the same clubs. I think that the only difference on that last hole is I should have used the Santa ball. I say should have used, could have used, or the Bandera ball, but it worked out okay. That little par.
You're on a minus 26 clip, aren't you?
So far, so good.
Maybe minus 25.
No, I'm halfway home, or I'm more than halfway home to a 26, and it looks like I'm about to cross over the 50 mark. So I'm feeling good about that. Still a little choppy, Joe. I don't mind restarting it again. I want to make sure you guys are enjoying this. Let me let it sit off for a second and blow off the cartridge.
Bring back memories.
How about now, guys?
Still has my Super Nintendo.
Yeah. How about now, guys? Fine here? Yeah, RJ, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, hang on one second. I'm just texting my wife. Okay, RJ is back. Better sound. Good. All right, let's get going. Hole 12.
What do you mean? I swear to God, I'm taking on one person, I can deal with it. Taking on two people, I can deal with it. And taking on three people while I was stand, well, one of them has a revenge. Now that's not fun.
Yeah, Matt, that's why I brought back memories. I remember blowing into them as well. Don't know what exactly that did in hindsight, thinking back, because I never had a puff of dust come out at me, but it sure seemed to work.
Hey, good job, Bill. 20-game win streak.
I don't think I've ever hit 20. Awesome job, Bill. If I have hit 20, it was after a tournament. RJ, I was trying to give you support, and I hadn't played mine.
Clint, you need to stop right now and start playing yours. That's more important.
Did you call him Colt?
Clint. Clint Dumas.
Yeah, it did help, and that was what was so funny about it.
Joe, I think wherever I'm at right now is at the cut. Is that like 15 under? So I'm sure it'll get worse as time goes on, and at the end we will look to see where everyone's at. But as of right now, I think I'm in 51st or 52nd with, 14 or 15 under?
Thanks, Mr.
Yes.
I don't want to mess around and start thinking about that right now.
Kenny Holland does an excellent James impression.
All right, he went left and he did well. Yeah, if the stream ends abruptly, it's because I'm taking a call from my loving wife and I'm in trouble.
So he may or may not be back on.
Yeah. All right, so 9-mile-an-hour wind. I want to play it at about right there. I just have to make sure I don't hit it great to the left side. And I should be okay. Shoulda, woulda,
Nice
coulda.
score, Clint. I'm sorry, not Clint. Colt.
Yeah. Does everyone see that?
I'm just seeing it right now. Everyone else is seeing it.
Yeah. I just don't miss.
By the time they hear my voice.
Yeah. If I hit it great in either direction, I'm still going to be okay. But if I had gone straight, it's got to be perfect or I'm in big trouble. ATM, you need to play that back nine, man. Clint, I've always played to the right after I got fed up with going left, yes. So I'd say for the last 3 months, easily, I've only gone right.
And I am the complete opposite, Colt. I only go to the left, even though it burned me on hole 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Cost me my eagle.
Well, I've messed up and hit the rough on the left side, the right side, excuse me, when I good it, but it still rolls back out in the fairway, and you can still reach. If you mess up and hit the rough on the left side, you might be going in the water. But again, I've got so much curl on it, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, so definitely with the Kingmaker, I can reach.
Do you get extra curl on the extra mile going from 7 to 8? I'm like 9 cards away.
I think so, yes.
Nice. I think you get a little distance too, don't you?
I'd like to say yes.
I think that's a 3. That and ball guide, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up a little bit to the right here. I should have curled it because I didn't play enough wind on purpose because I don't want to hit the rough.
Golf Clash Roger asks a good question. Have you tried the rock on this hole, and if not, why?
No, I've tried the rock. Never.
That answers that. Everyone's waiting to hear 2, 3, 4 times. Never.
No, never. I might have tried it once the first time I got it, just to know, what it feels like. But at level 1, I probably never picked it up again, and it could be maxed out for all I know. I just know that when I go to look for a different driver, if I hit the rock by accident, the stats don't get me very excited because I look for backspin if I'm looking for a different club.
One thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is why do they have a rock and a quarterback? To me, those clubs are so similar. Yeah, they do have their differences, but overall, I'd say they're about 90% the same club. It just seems like they could remove one,
right,
and
or change the stats.
A brand new club or something.
Yeah, or change the stats. You would think that that the rock would go farther.
What?
I mean, it's like playing the Big Bertha. You think that the rock would be a long one, but it's not.
Because of that lack of topspin. But both of them have awesome ball guides. Both of them hit 100% accuracy. They go approximately the same distance. I think you might get 10 more yards out of the rock. They both have great curl. I think the quarterback has a little more curl than the rock. But, it's basically the same club. So why not replace one and introduce a brand new club? That would really make the game very interesting, in my opinion. Even just that one small thing. I bet you we can go through plenty of clubs, and find where, they can take one out and put it in, like the Runner, or the Apache, or I don't know.
Yep. Hey, did you guys notice that I didn't play? I played 2 miles an hour per wind instead of 1, even though it's 9 miles an hour. Yeah, I'd like to tell you it was a good idea. But it was because I put all the curl on there and I didn't want to end up in the sand. So it worked out for me.
Don't want to end up in the sand. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, thank God it's a...
No, even then, even then, I'd have that. I know that putt got you earlier, but even then. All right, so I'm 17 under, 49th place, with 6 holes to go. As long as I don't screw it up here, guys, I've already got to the next round, and I'm really just fighting for a tiebreaker now. All right, so hole 13.
I think we're watching history.
Hole 13. No curl.
Bring home the medal.
Oh, this is my favorite eagle hole. No curl. I have to tell myself no curl. We're going to go with Kingmaker.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir. You break in any time. I'm just playing golf.
Joe K says the boomerang needs to go.
Yep.
Colt also loves this hole. Are the scores generally, I want to say lower, but I guess I mean higher. Are the scores generally better in pro than they are expert?
No.
I know it's harder, but
I'd say expert.
I think better talent.
Yeah, expert is definitely 27, 28-ish. But I don't know if you guys have noticed. I got in a good bracket. You're probably all thinking that right now, that I've qualified through 12. I'm just in a better bracket. And there's 2 reasons for it, and I'll let you guess on it for a while, and I might bring up why. But no, it's not because I trophy dumped. Yeah, Clint, you may love...
I don't think I'm ready for expert yet.
Yeah, Clint may love this hole, but I don't think he's playing expert. Am I wrong about that, Clint?
Joe K seems to think the same thing.
My big problem with it is that I have to overpower. I don't mind hitting the same spot, but I have to overpower to get to it. All right, so here's what they wanted me to do right here. The APOC 4 with the Titan. All he's got to do is adjust for wind, overpower a little bit, left curl, and it should be on the green. Even with
says you're in a better bracket because you're an expert one.
Yeah, see that's what the APOC can do. No problem there. Even with the great shot. Mine is a lot riskier. But it's because I'm just so used to this shot that I'd rather take this one. If I had time to practice the other one.
I'm sick of these pitch black. Literally, he jumped down there just like he's pitch black.
Joe K says, Fun and James, good bracket for entering game at the right time.
Yep. And hopefully that grate won't hurt me. It did not. That's why I said no curl, guys. If I had curled more like I'd like to do, I'd be in the sand. No curl.
Oh, yeah, you were really close.
Now, why is he mad? What's that all about? Is he mad I'm not in the dirt? Or is he mad I didn't get a hole in one? I understand that. Yes, if you guys, and I guess I can go ahead and tell you guys, there's not 10 million of you, so you won't all do the same thing. If you want to wait till about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning to turn your game on, it seems like everybody that's the best of the best with honors does it at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time to about 9 o'clock in the morning. And then the rest of us schmoes that, you know, take our time getting up, we tend to start later. So that's who I'm up against. Okay, so if it's going to go 8.2, it's going to do this. So I want to do this and still get it in. Hopefully I won't roll past the hole. Oh, and he hits it great.
We've all done that, Clint.
But I'm okay. If I had graded to the right, I'd be really worried right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, they call them Chip.
Yeah, Clint, you root for all your opponents to hole in one, but do you give them mad faces when they don't get it? All right, so remember, double win, double win, double win, double win, double win, double win. Because the win's in my face, I want to play at 15. But because I know I do want it to go a little bit closer to that edge, I won't play quite all of it. And I hit it great.
Mike's gonna wait till Sunday night to play. See what kind of bracket he gets.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing goes for opening round and weekend round. I'm not going to open my game up before 11 o'clock in the morning.
That was close.
I'd like to say it's because I graded it, but I don't remember. Did I grade it to the left?
Not sure.
Yeah, if I did, that actually helped me. It's because the wind was in my face. It was going to push it down short of the hole. All right, that worked out well. And again, I don't care if I lose the playoff hole on that one. I just want to practice that shot. I think Tim just asked, I think the redheaded Tim, just asked if James is still up. I can't answer him right now, but he's not on chat. He's on Messenger. You guys know who I'm talking about, the redheaded Tim? It's a little cartoon character with glasses on and bright orange hair.
Oh, okay. I thought his name was Steve.
Tim. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Steve, Tim, same thing. Yeah. They both got T's in their name, right? And a vowel. They both use the alphabet.
Yeah, okay, I'm on hole 14. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, go left. Kingmaker.
What?
Tara says 2 of her friends sync when they open their game, so they get in the same bracket. It's almost always worked for them.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
LOL.
if I accidentally open 2 of my phones at the same time or within 10 minutes of each other, I have won first and second before.
I remember that. That kind of sucks, because you probably could have.
Yeah,
won
I
two
mean, first and
place
second
ones.
with the same score, and third place had 1 lower. So, yeah, I definitely would have, assuming I'd had the same type of bracket, I would have won first in both of them.
Now, James, are we going to find it in our hearts to forgive Tara for jumping off a few minutes to play her holes?
No, please, go play your holes. Because J-Bone's coming up, and I want you to be done before he gets on.
What a guy. Ladies and gentlemen, James Gillespie.
Hey, you're on the phone with me. I can correct you. It's Gillespie.
Gillespie.
Yeah.
Damn it. Gillespie. Gillespie.
Perfect!
What did I used to call you?
Yes! RJ, I hit my drive.
And watch now. You haven't released yet. Perfect.
And the only reason I'm excited about that is because that's one less hole I'm going to screw up before I finish.
You got a, is this a 5?
Yeah, this is
This
an
albatross?
This is an
chip?
albatross opportunity. It's going to be the Saturn with heavy crosswind, full back spin. Might have to do some right curl. Not right curl, but right spin. And it's going to be all about hitting it perfect and playing the wind right. So I make it 1 out of 10 times. If I had just gone right, the wind would be directly behind me. Right, Jesse? He's not here, but you guys will tell him later.
Jesse says yes in spirit. Tara won all 3 of her games, so she's forgiven.
Yep.
Although with James, you never needed forgiveness. With me, yeah, winning 3 games will buy you forgiveness. You bribed me into forgiveness.
Yep.
I'll never know your name right. Gillespie is an airport here in El Cajun, where I reside. You got a rich uncle somewhere?
No, not that I know of. Okay,
No?
this one's gonna be pretty
You know, 'cause
straightforward.
if you got the same last name as some. All right, I'll go silent on this. I want to see a chip in here.
I'm gonna play exact wind. 8.4.
What?
Not 8.5.
Tell Bush Wookie to be quiet.
I was behind a wall.
Son,
Hit it perfect. He can talk now. He can talk now.
Are you done?
Oh! Guess what? When you play perfect wind, that was just a little too much wind. I should have only played it 8. Close.
wow, yeah, you were really close. That would have been a nice squishy.
Well, it might have actually been a little short, too.
But you can explain the spelling and pronunciation of tuxin. Although I don't know if I've ever said that joke. If she's referring to the joke that I make about tuxin,
Yep.
or if I just made myself look like an idiot.
Oh, you talking
Or
about
fire.
you talking about Tucson, Arizona?
Tucson, Arizona. Well, I had a friend who, they have those the Tucson's a vehicle. It's like an SUV,
Yep.
and we were all sitting at the table having coffee in the morning and breakfast, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of those new Tucsons," and like me and his wife and my dad just kind of look over at him like, "What? The new what?" And his wife's like, "Tucson."
Well, there's actually a book. I can't think of her name. She wrote the Twilight books. Maybe you guys could bring it up here. But she also wrote another book about aliens that take over the world. And Tucson is all in that audiobook. But then when you look at it, all of a sudden you realize it's Tucson, and I'm like, that's supposed to be Tucson, and then you realize, oh yeah, they just spell it funny. Man, this is gonna be tough here. But to see it written and to see it or to hear it, I still don't know how they figured out Tucson.
Captain, I haven't shot one bullet and I have one.
Oh, I'm in the sand. That's all right. No, I'm out of bounds.
Myers, the host, I think it's is.
I said Pulse. I get accused of hacking.
Hey, Golf and Denny, Golf Clash. I'm so glad you got to hear when I'm still on. This is like probably the longest stream I've ever done.
Tournaments will do that to you.
Yeah, not necessarily because I'm playing 18 holes, but because I'm having a lot of fun talking to RJ. He made me tell a joke that took 10 minutes. Hopefully it's not copyrighted somewhere.
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I heard it on TV, and I definitely told it different.
Hey, Golf and Danny's here saying, James, I made it to a live stream.
All right, so what hole we on? 15 guys? 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12.
Welcome, Danny.
All right, so this next one's the par 3, 8 miles an hour wind behind us. We got to put the rocket in. See, I've completely forgot what holes I can't remember holes left, right, or sideways now. It's just too late into it.
How did I plant it?
I think we said the Bandera ball will work. I think there might have been some argument about that last time. But if not, we can always change it back. I know on hole 8 we got to change it to a Santa ball to use the Guardian. Keeping up with all that, RJ?
I do remember using a Santa.
On hole 8. But on this one, I think we used the Bandera ball.
Hey, Danny.
This is my original name, right? And I have to go back to
Clint, ask everybody else if they missed a joke or just a really, really bad story. Oh, I remember I heard it now. So I can't say it because then, somebody will look it up. Actually, you can't find it on YouTube. But someone will look up who actually did it the first time. I give them full credit.
That didn't even sound like a muscle car. It sounded like someone throwing a diesel pickup truck.
Yeah, I think that was a big dually that passed me.
Yeah.
I'm in downtown LaGrange,
I know my
by
cars.
the way. If anyone wants to come by and say hi. All right, I'm playing double wind.
Yeah, I'll be there in 2 days.
Yeah. Double wind on the rocket, so I know it's not necessary, but I'm just playing it safe and adding curl because I don't like the sand.
the one in the elevator. Right here. Oh, somewhere in the elevator.
And it looks like I'm getting closer. If I can just play this hole about 10 more times, I'd probably get really close to the cup.
Right here. Right where I put my marker. Right there. Now run.
Yes, H, that's what I called it.
Cameron, stop moving.
What, SDS, your last name is Christmas Angel? Or Christmas Tree? Because it
I
can't...
thought his last name was Steve.
But it can't be Joke.
Make it raffles.
Watch the movie Mad Families. I'll bet you it's hilarious. I can't say as I have, though.
Steve Myers. Never knew that. Good to know, bro.
Oh,
Only knew him
okay.
as San Diego
Well, see,
Steve.
you've got a real funny brother then. Brother from another mother. Mike.
You know, I was just thinking, I haven't seen Austin Powers in a while. I'd like to watch that again.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next Shrek movie. Shrek 12. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, rather than another Shrek, I would really like to see another Austin Powers.
Yeah. Mike spells it wrong. Well, that's his mama, his daddy's fault.
Oscar Myers. He's got a very unique vehicle.
Yep. All right, so the wind's behind me, but no biggie. I want it to land about here, and so I'm going to play double wind. And just know that because the wind's behind me, I probably don't need to take full curl, so I'll just take a tad off, and then hit it great. So whatever I was planning on doing won't happen.
We need a reset after this shot, according to the chat.
Okay.
And Golf and Danny wants to know where you're from.
Originally, I'm from,
just in case.
yeah, Lodi, California. But since 1973, Georgia. And I'll just say the northeastern part of Georgia, the Atlanta area, is where I grew up. I did 12 months in Oklahoma when I was 7, and then we came back to Georgia.
So you're near, what's that city?
Georgia.
It's a big city in northeastern Georgia. Not big, but...
Well, I mean, you've got Atlanta, Columbus, Macon, Savannah.
Savannah. I've been to Savannah. I was at a Waffle House in Savannah, Georgia.
You went all the way to Savannah to go to Waffle House?
Well, I was on my way to Orlando, so I figured why the heck not.
Oh, okay. Because Paula Dean's got a restaurant there in Savannah. Best dang sweet tea you will ever drink. I can't say much about the $30 buffet, though, other than, it's good chicken. But the best...
A buffet should never cost $30.
I think it does. It's between 20 and 30 per person. And it's just like, it's really fried chicken, some coleslaw, and 13 other green vegetables that no one eats.
And a racial slur on the side, because it's Paula Dean.
Well, I don't know her that well, so I can't comment. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I thought she was in trouble for that. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, she got in big trouble for that. They took all of her cookware out of Walmart because of that. That's how Rachel Ray got so big, so fast. And
then she disappeared. She was hot. I like Rachel Ray.
Yeah. Not that I'm up on my cooking channel. How long in Lodi? For the first 3 years of my life. So I guess I learned how to say mama, papa, and feed me. But all of my schooling was in Georgia schools.
Gotcha. I was just saying reset. Forgot about that.
Someone needs to tell me to put the big dog in. And take the rocket. I mean, you already saw me take the rocket out.
Not sure how it sounds, but they might be hearing like...
oh, yeah, good point. Let me do that first. Okay, let's give it just a minute. Let me know if the sound's better now. Obviously, if you can hear me, the sound's better now.
You can open up that pin chest if you want.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Best thing about tournaments?
The best thing about tournaments is?
Pin chests.
Pin chests. Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially when you're sitting at 1,100 trophies and you're getting Tour 9 pin chests. Or, regular chests.
Right. Steve says no.
No, you can't hear me? Well, how'd you know I'm talking then? Oh, static.
Static, crackling. Beef Rush, what's going on, Dash?
So did I.
Yeah, maybe my signal, guys.
So did I. Yeah, I got points.
It works when you start the game, it resets the sound.
Okay, cool.
I told you, I don't lose when I go out.
Alias is our technical
guru.
Guru, yes.
All
Very,
right.
very helpful. And he has a mean golf class channel as well.
Yep.
He has all the kills. I give him
Yep, Joe's saying reset. Still down, huh?
Hey guys, does that help or not? I don't think that volume has anything to do with anything when you're recording.
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, Mike, if you can hear me, I'll ask my mom. My father has passed away.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it was years ago, and my mom remarried last August-ish to a very good guy. I'm very happy with this guy. He had all of our consent, and I don't think he's ever been to California, so I'll have to ask my mom. Oh, should I blow on the cartridge?
No, they say it sounds clear.
I still want to blow on the cartridge.
Oh, well, I don't want to prevent you.
All right, so did I change to the big dog? That's the question. And the... Yes, and the Kingmaker. I'm good to go. Let's get this done. I know you guys got places to go, and I got to make a phone call.
Angry wife?
Make a phone call. Hey, Golf and Danny, when you say it always works, does it always work when I do it, or does it always work when you blow on an Atari 2600 cartridge? Oh, okay. So your grandfather was the coach of the Solons. Sacramento. That might be a little too far from Lodi, though, isn't it?
Oh, Joe K, did you get official word from Jesse that he's not streaming?
Yeah, I haven't been notified yet. I would think... Well, hang on. Well, we're waiting. I got that.
Mike says 20 minutes.
Yeah, so that's from Rodent. And if Rodent's waiting for me to answer, I'm in a hurry to get this done, so... Yeah, Clint, I had the 2600. It was awesome. I had the original Nintendo. It was awesome. The golf game and the Disney World game. Those, and of course Zelda, of course.
Mario.
Yeah, that was on Nintendo. Yep, definitely. All right, don't take full top
I had
spin.
a 2600.
Slightly overpower, not a lot. Slightly overpower. And I hit it perfect this time, so looks like it's fallen pretty close to where I want, a little to the right and not far enough.
That wasn't even fair.
Jesse posted it on the 19th hole about not streaming. Well, I'm sorry, Jesse. I hope I didn't mess it up for you.
Nah, he was going to a camping outing with his family.
Oh,
I guess it ran a little longer than he expected.
Okay.
Probably having a good time with his family, which is a heck of a lot better time spent than...
I hope he finishes his holes, though.
Oh, I'm sure he just probably figures, I don't know, maybe his children are going to sleep, and,
yeah.
I tried streaming in a real quiet voice one time, and my mic decided, whether it wanted to pick me up or not on select words.
Right. Well, speaking of Fresca, I've got a Mountain Dew here I don't think I've taken the first drink out of. Thank you. Man, if I could just duplicate his shot, I'll be so happy. Alright, so I was a little distracted last time, but it's right here. One backspin. I had to hurry up and hit. That's why I'm like... Oh, that's why. Alright, well, I think I'm okay. But I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it. And I hit it great again. So I hope the curl helps me. Yeah, because I was way off to the right last time. But I'm fine, I'm happy. We got a bird. I do like to take the Guardian on this hole and get it up close, but I'm just so afraid of hitting that rough that I'm just relying on the easier shots. But RJ, do you remember when I hit the hole-in-one on friendlies? I'm not the hole-in-one, the eagle.
Hit the hole-in-one on the what?
Hit the eagle on this hole with my Guardian. Do you remember that from the last friendly? I think it was, well, my last friendly, not your last friendly. You might have been you might have been at the snack bar. Well, I mean,
was I in that?
I recorded it, and you were in the group, but you might have been at the snack bar.
I thought like it was one of the 4 games we played. I'm like,
No.
remember that.
It was on the friendlies I did. I'd like to say sometime this week. Maybe it was last Friday night. I don't know. I just remember that it had to be before the tournament because I haven't played the Guardian on this hole since then.
So bad.
I put younger men than you to the gas
I didn't
chamber.
even know it's him.
Isn't that like when you fart in bed and pull the covers over your loved one's head?
Hey, nice shot, my opponent. When you guys see where he lands, there's nothing I can do except just fool around and experiment. Yeah, thanks for... Oh, man. And I've got the big dog. This is funny. Get a hole-in-one on him. That'd show him. Yeah, I think this is gonna end badly for me. But we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, and I graded it. Bunk.
I think Clint and ATM are on the same page. Dunk it.
With a big dog, right? Okay, so I'm 23 under. Dun dun dun. And
Hey, that's what I finished at.
I have the hardest hole, in my opinion, and the medium hole. Alright, so we're going to try the Santa ball with the Guardian again. Hopefully it won't be disastrous to us. It was the Santa ball, right? Yeah, I think so. Because I have to take all the distance off of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the only way that you went in between clubs where you had to go. So.
Right. And
I always looked at the Santa ball like that was kind of a rip-off that they didn't put that in. I looked at it like a Marlin, but obviously I was wrong.
Yeah,
it has its uses.
Oh yeah. Anytime you want to take all the distance off to get to your wood, that's the club to use right there. Come on, Billy. Oh yeah. Billy. I have had to do that on a couple of putts. Use my Billy club.
I wonder if they would get in trouble for copyright reasons if they released a hockey stick.
I'd like to see a Big Bertha.
Yeah.
That's the Callaway.
I'd like to see a David. You got the Goliath, and they say there's no David. We'll make a David a short iron.
Yep. I hope this guy knows what he's doing. I hope he's going to put some topspin on it. And I also hope he adjusts. Yeah, he's taking a very conservative shot. He's taking a very conservative shot, but if he puts all the curl on it, oh boy, he's liable to be way left. You can't over curl a Saturn. And I stand corrected. Pretty shot. If that's where my ball ends up, I'll be very happy.
It appears Brad knows what he's doing.
Yep.
It'll be a blind putt, but it's such a short distance, it won't make a difference.
Well, I actually get to aim it this time.
You got more time, yeah.
Oh, and I graded it. Will it hurt me? Will it hurt me? No, it won't. Short. But not short enough.
Man, that Guardian gets a lot of curl on its max upgrade, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It starts getting better around...
Nearly that much.
Yeah, I'd like to say around 6 or 7, it really starts to come out. Thank you, Clint.
Mine's at 7, but I don't have that curl.
Yeah, what would the stats be on a Widowmaker ball, Tara? Let's say it's a ball, and it's a black ball with a black what do you call it? Black Widow on it. What's the stats on that? I'm just curious from a woman's point of view. Please get in the hole. Please get in the hole. Whew. That's a tough putt no matter what.
Hey, you're a poet. Can you say that 3 times fast?
My feet aren't Longfellows, though. I wear size 10. I've got some cooks that have 15s. They step on me when I come in the room.
How tall are you?
I used to be 5'9".
Used to be.
So I'm 5'8", and you know, except in the mornings when I stand up, and I might be close to 5'9". Very accurate because we're never wrong. Okay, but that's not how I asked the question. I already knew the answer. What are the stats on it? Is it 5 power, 0 wind, 5 wind? Wind control. Is it going to be high on the wind control? All right, so this is not going to go as far as I want it to, so I want to play it a little bit further over. Come down just a little bit. And then I want to overdo it. Just go ahead and take the double wind on it.
Remember last time you ended up in the rough.
Oh, well, it's a crosswind.
If you want to leave yourself a little buffer.
Yeah, it's a crosswind, okay. So I aimed it towards the middle. All right, well, that didn't turn out too badly.
I think the
there we are.
Widowmaker would be a wild ball. What I mean by wild ball is it's a ball that when played against a Kingmaker, it takes all the Kingmaker stats and turns it into a plain white ball. That would be a Widowmaker.
Oh, so a Widowmaker would affect your opponent's ball.
Exactly. You got a Kingmaker? I'm dropping a Widowmaker on you.
All right, guys. I'm at 24 under, 11th place with one hole to go. I am not going to scroll up, which, shockingly, you know, you think with a score like that I shouldn't have to scroll up. But I'll guarantee you that 26 is not the one to beat. So I must have got a little unlucky on my bracket. But then again, I do have 3,000 trophies. There's no such thing as good luck on that bracket. All right, so we're going to go Snow Globe. Keep the rest the same. And thank you, RJ. You actually, you know, I don't know if you've remember the times or not during this conversation, but you definitely changed my mind a couple of times on which ways to go. See, I told you wouldn't remember.
You teach me. I didn't know I had anything. Tara agrees with me.
Yep.
It's a trump ball. It trumps the Kingmaker.
Helios, I don't know where you're getting that score.
You have to do some nasty hook slice.
I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to make for certain that I do not let go of this until it gets to the white area. Because if I was playing conservatively, I'd aim it at the edge of the fairway. but I'm not trying to be conservative. I want to see what happens when it gets a good bounce and can possibly make it to the second fairway. I don't want to end up in the rough like I normally do. So I'm trying to get a little bit more and a little bit more to the right.
So you're going to the right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you saw what happens.
It's a high-risk shot.
No, if I go into the rough on the right side, I can still reach.
And it's not that bad of a rough shot if you do end up in the rough again.
No.
Just be careful not to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Ooh, tough opponent. Maybe he'll get the hole-in-one for you.
Yeah, I doubt it. Okay, so the wind's going to push me to the left. So I've got to make sure that I take at least to the edge of that white bar, because it's going to push it 14 miles an hour over. And I overdid it on purpose, guys. Even if I mess up, I did it on purpose. But it fell right in the middle of the fairway. Yes! And I made it to the next fairway. Hallelujah.
I thought you got excited because you released it on the white, but then I realized we had to...
No, I knew with the wind pushing it that way, I needed more.
What?
Thank you, Clint.
Oh, wow, 435. Guys,
Yeah.
we might see an albatross here.
And I'm on the
All those
fairway
stuck around?
with tailwind. Worst case scenario, I got an
They
eagle.
always curl right.
All right, J-Bone, this is a challenge to you. Someone's going to tell you. I challenge you to beat that drive.
You can't do that.
Not on pro.
You can't make a challenge after you made it with good results.
No, I challenge him to beat it. I didn't say do the same. He did that to me the other day.
I know, I'm teasing.
All right, so we're hopefully close enough to where the 5 backspin will work with my squishy shot.
Squishy.
I got a little bit of crosswind. So you actually want to put it on the right side of the hole. And then play 13 miles an hour wind. Good God.
Let's get some flames in the chat for the albatross.
I'm a little worried that it's too much wind, that I'm too short on the club. But I don't have time to go back and change it. So let's just hit it perfect. Really? RJ, I played too much wind. What do you see it?
Oh my God. No, you got robbed. You can't get any closer. Wow.
The mistake I made was I said, here, let me put it on the right side of the cup. I should have left it in the freaking middle. Oh.
I say nothing. No words.
I'd like to say I'll get that next time, but not with 13 mile an hour wind or whatever it was.
That was very impressive to be able to get that close with 13 mile an hour. That should have went in the hole. I don't know.
No, I played it on the...
See that shot Tiger Woods made where it just stopped on the lip of the cup? I think it's in a commercial too. And then like after a second it just kind of falls
Blunk.
in the hole. That's what that is.
Yeah, see, I always refer back to the Caddyshack shot. Where's Bill Murray? Why is he not blowing up some gophers right now? Shake that ball loose. All right, guys, that's it. The 18th hole. I'm at 26 under.
Don't forget to show the scorecard. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, 26 under. I'm in the top 10. And because I'm not a quitter, I'll go ahead and play this guy. Not that I would ever accuse anybody else of being a quitter. I just want to go ahead and play the hole.
At $100 grand per shootout, yeah, I would definitely play it.
Well, at some point, the coins don't matter. I mean, if I was playing Masters, $1 million per hole, yeah, I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. But $100 grand, that's not that big of a deal at this point. I think,
big shot.
Yeah, I think Joe Kim finally went to $100 million today. So welcome to the club, Joe. Yeah, this guy's trying to make it really hard on me.
He wants that 100K. Maybe it
Yeah.
means more to him than it does to you.
I just want
he
the...
got robbed just like you got robbed.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got robbed worse because your ball actually stopped where his ball
Yeah.
was. Clint says, does anyone see a gun because you were robbed? Good night, David Rogers. Thanks for hanging out. Tara, good luck to you as well on the weekend. Hopefully I get to the weekend. I have a good feeling I will. I need 75% or only 25% of the people not to make it past me.
All right, well, I just guesstimated here. We'll see what happens. Uh-oh. I was hoping maybe it could be like a pinball machine. Bing, 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 bing. And bounce off into the hole.
Good night, David Rogers. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so we're 26 under. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I lowered your expectations so you could be just as thrilled as I am. 26 under. I'm very happy going into the weekend. And I'm in 5th place, and there are 2 27s. So I got to find at least one more stroke this weekend. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. And RJ, I'm going to let you go at the same time so I can call my wife. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Had a lot of fun, man.